Shedeur, what are the biggest aspects, or at least some of the aspects of your game that you feel like you're going to need to raise to maybe compete at this level? I mean, you've obviously had a storied career at FCS, but it's a different level. I heard you the other day talking about it, and it seemed like, I think you said, you're pretty confident in your ability right now, but are there specific things that you're working on to try and maybe suit your game best for the next level?
Yeah, competing is competing. It don't matter what level you're at. So it's like, it's nothing I'll do different than I've done since day one of being in college to compete at this level. So it's the same. It's football at the end of the day. Now it's things you can work on. It's things that you can improve, but compete, that's within you. You're either going to compete or you're not.
Shedeur, Alex Ramirez, My Life Sports Radio, final word. The expectations coming into the season, obviously playing for your father here at the University of Colorado, a lot of expectations for you. How are you handling all that? Because there's a lot of pressure, right?
I mean, expectations was first college game of my career. So, like, each and every year is expectations, like, every time we step on the field. Because, just my ability and who my dad is and the fact that we're changing the Colorado program. So, I would say it's just another day in the life. Like, it's normal. It's another year that I'm going through.
Shedeur, Brian Howell from the Boulder Daily Camera. How much do you enjoy the leadership aspect of quarterback, and how much are you trying to be a leader here with this new team as you're trying to get used to these guys?
Well, that's the thing. It's nothing that you try to do. You don't try to be a leader. Like, it's either you or it's not. Like, I'm a different type of leader. I'm not with all the rah-rah and all that type of stuff. I'm not that guy. I'm more of a laid-back, chill guy. But when we're between the lines and when it's time to, like, put real work in, then it's a different mode. It's different. So it just depends. Like, I don't force myself to be a leader. Like, leaders will just come, and you'll be able to see, like, when the lights come on.
Hi, Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. We talked to Travis this week, and he said that he likes making DBs look bad. Have you seen that firsthand in practice? And overall, how are you guys connecting with each other?
Yeah, of course I have with Travis. Travis is my youngin'. He's my little guy, man. So Travis, he definitely been winning, getting open all the time. Travis is always open over there unless they double him. But it's not too many teams that's going to be able to double him because we got guys that complement each other in each position. So having Travis on offense is an amazing weapon to have.
Hi, Shedeur, Adam Ostertiger, 24/7 Sports. I'd imagine different guys are learning this offense at different paces. Where do you feel like you are at in the process, and is there a lot on your shoulders to kind of bring guys up to the same level?
In the process of learning the offense, all I do every day is watch. I'll say specifically, right now, it's like 10 o'clock. Well, I'll say 9:30. 9:30 to like 11, I watch just everything Coach Lewis done, like, in his career. I would say, like, Kent State, his time at Kent State and all that. So learning the offense for me is not really hard because I had experience, so I know, okay, whenever he's teaching us this, we're looking at this specifically. So it's easy. His offense is easy to learn whenever you will actually just dive in it and understand, like, this is what it's going to take to be able to be dominant on the next level.
Hey, Shedeur, Sean Keeler, the Denver Post. A two-parter. One, I think people are curious kind of how your dad is as a game day coach. And what do you say to people who wonder how that step to the next level is going to be for him? And what's he like as a strategy guy on game days when you're doing that with him?
I mean, well, from my experience with him, I'll stay away from him on game day. I don't ask him nothing. I don't hang around. I don't play with him. I just, I keep my distance from him. Like, for the first day of anything, and then when it's game day, them is exactly the same. Like, he going to snap. So I just keep my distance from him on them type of big days. But, like, you said the pressure for him?
Yeah, well, strategy, the game day management, the record speaks for itself, but people are curious.
I mean, I don't know what strategy he'll have. Like, he got coaches in the right position that will prepare us and get us ready for the game. So for him, he's just making sure everything goes right. Like, that's it. In my eyes. Yeah. But I'm not around him, so, I don't know what it really takes. But to me, that's it.
Second thing, real quick, what do you think, and this was mentioned to your dad, about a scrimmage at the end of the spring? That coaches don't do that, but it'd probably be a lot of fun. You played another team instead of each other.
Oh, scrimmage another team? No, that'd be cool. But like when we get between the lines, I ain't gonna lie, nobody on defense is on my team. So it'll be almost the same. But I mean, it'll be a little bit easier because we could see numbers. You know, we could see, okay, is this a D lineman? Is this a rush? Is this a DN? But that's the hardest thing right now, not seeing numbers.
Hey, Shedeur. Tony Casolo, Buffalo's Wire. You mentioned some of those weapons that are complementing Travis right now. Could you give fans maybe a couple names, people that are standing out on the offensive
Of course,
side of the ball?
Jimmy Horn. You got Montana. We got Boschka. I just call like we haven't got to the nicknames yet though. I don't call a lot of people like by their full names. So and then numbers. We ain't get numbers yet, so I can't even call by their numbers. So we got Boschka, Caleb Mathis. It's a lot of guys. Like I can only speak on like who I work with honestly in the room. So that's why I'm able to name those guys.
And then you talked about food last time we were here. It was just a recommendation for you. Try Wild Pastures. It's really good.
Wild Pastures? Yeah, it's burger place. I don't eat burgers though.
Hey, Shedeur, Ryan Koenigsberg from DNVR. You really excel on the mental side of the game. And from my eyes, it feels like that's an extra advantage in this offense. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, for sure. I would say, like, especially with this offense, early on, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. Like, first week of spring ball to now, it's a big difference. Like, and I kind of grasped the hand on what Coach Lewis is talking about, like how he called plays, like what type of play caller is he, what situation, like why is he calling. Like, I'm in his mind now. So now I feel more comfortable when I'm out there and more elusive and be able to play fast and just know my reads on each and every play. So now I would say the only thing right now is just going down, like today, like going down the home stretch at the end, staying consistent and playing each play and not like, because in this offense, it take a lot of thinking. So, like, you'll be mentally tired, like, toward the end. So that's it. You just got to just, I don't know, take mental reps or something, work on it.
Hey, Shedeur, the practices that we've seen, the offense, the tempo is insanely quick. How much do you like playing at that pace, and what are some of the challenges with making sure everybody's on the same page as you guys go through that up-tempo offense?
Well, the challenges is the first couple of practices, and as time goes on, everybody holds each other accountable by busting routes. Like today, a receiver busted a route to kick him off the field. Like he can't come back in with my group because that's much seriousness, and we know what it takes to be able to be dominant and be able to win games this season. And we don't got time for mental errors and stuff like that. So whenever anybody messes up, even me, you like get disciplined somehow, some way. So whether it's in the meeting room, coach is just gonna play that clip like 10 times for you, or it's like during practice or at the end of practice you're gonna run. But the tempo, I just told my dad that today. I just said, see, I like when they let us go. Like when we have like 10 plays, non-scripted, just go. Rather than, okay, we reset the ball every single time. Like, it's different. The tempo really helps out a lot with everything. And the defense, they got to be in shape. So that's just offensively. We just communicate with each other. It's just a big team. That's all it is on offense.